On second thought, we're going to interrupt our regular scheduled program tonight to bring you some breaking news that you have not seen on the snooze media. Snooze media being Fox, CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, and all those. Our Vice President, Dick Cheney, has been indicted. The articles of indictment of Vice President Dick Cheney are sitting in the courtroom vault in Willacy County, Texas. District Attorney of Willacy County, Juan Guerra, I hope I got the name right, he's been under fire to drop the charges. They're trying to squash this from the power structure above, are trying to squash this indictment. We're going to show you a Channel 5 news clip we've just obtained from Texas. And then we'll go back to our regular scheduled program tonight with Michael Warnke. You got to pay close attention and watch this DA argue that he should not be taken off his own case. It was the Willacy County grand jury that indicted Vice President Dick Cheney, not the district attorney. Thank God in 3,000 plus counties in America, there is one district attorney who won't back down when his grand jury, made up of many average people in his county, have looked at piles of evidence and come down with felony indictment charges against Vice President Dick Cheney, State Senator Lucio, and 3 judges, including Judge Lopez. Now, what the details of this has to do with has not been officially opened up.
The county will be back in court next week.
That's because Willacy County District Attorney Juan Guerra asked the judge to recuse himself from hearing the cases. News Channel 5's Lisa Cortez is live with what happened there. Lisa.
After letting Willacy County DA Juan Guerra pounded his fists and shouted in court today, he accused the judge of giving the high-profile defendant special treatment and asked him to recuse himself. After that, the judge could not proceed. Willacy County District Attorney Juan Guerra seemed to control the floor in today's hearing with impassioned arguments.
Do you think, Judge, do you really think that my grand jury did not take this matter seriously? I mean, they were indicting the Vice President of the United States. They took it very, very seriously.
Guerra scoffed at motions to quash the indictments against high-ranking officials like Vice President Dick Cheney and former Attorney General Alberto Gonzalez. They're accused of profiting from the private prison system, a system Guerra says is dangerous for prisoners. Guerra accused Judge Manuel Banales of giving special treatment to the high-profile defendants, something he said was not allowed when he was indicted.
And I filed motions after motions after motions to dismiss my indictment or to give me a hearing. And this court refused. And now all of a sudden, there is urgency. 18 months, you can't be indicted. That's my elections.
All charges against Guerra were dismissed last month. Guerra told the court a grand jury spent months hearing evidence, listening to experts and witnesses from across the United States. He says he began investigating these cases for one reason.
And that the corruption is bringing this county down, and I'm the only one that is standing before here, and I'm not going to be part of the corruption. I'm not going to be part of a system that involves the illusory with Daddy Lopez and all these individuals.
Guerra asked the judge to recuse himself. And that's where it all stopped today. Judge Banales is now sending the motion to the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. The higher court will make a decision on the recusal. A hearing right now is set for Wednesday. Live in the News Channel 5 studios, I'm Lisa Cortez, News Channel 5.
Well, that's something you did not see from Drew Sugars on Channel 12 in Santa Maria, nor did you see it on Channel 2 in Los Angeles about the Vice President of the United States being indicted. The Vice President, Richard Cheney, is being indicted, and it has to do with profiteering. Private prison, Attorney General Gonzalez, he's got his nuts in the ringer as well. This is big, people. I remember when the last vice president was indicted in a state of Maryland. His name was Spiro Agnew, and the president was Richard Nixon. And Spiro Agnew had been governor and been taking kickbacks as governor of the state of Maryland. And it was national news that he had been indicted in his own state by a grand jury. Why is it today, in 2008, Not a word on Hannity and Combs, the big spinning room where they spin the news. Not a word, not a breath, not a scintilla. On Take Back America, to take back our country, we have to know where to get reliable news. And it's not with Fox, in my opinion. It's not with CNN. It's not with Greta Van Susteren and Nancy Without Grace or Bill O'Reilly. None of those people are going to tell you what's really happening. This one district attorney, Juan Guerra, G-U-E-R-R-A, I hope I pronounced his name right. He's got courage. I want to ask you, before we go back to our regular scheduled program, which is about taking back America and how we can do to help you. His number is area code 956-689-2164. Call District Attorney Juan Guerra in Texas. Data boy, right on. Prosecute the Vice President. If he's innocent, the jury will find him not guilty. If he's guilty, he'll go down. This is William Wagner, hoping you've been paying attention. I'm sorry we aren't going to have more time with our guest here, and I thank you, Michael Warnken, for being with us here on the show, Take Back America. It's been great being here, and I hope you got something out of this.